Good morning and welcome to the channel. Halfway through July, it's the 15th today, which is a Wednesday. I thought we'd revisit Gaza and see what is happening there, especially on what is happening with what is supposed to be the second phase of the peace accord. The second phase of the Gaza peace accord, announced in early 2026 under US-UN mediation, was designed to move from a ceasefire stabilization to full civilian governance and reconstruction. It remains partially implemented, but it's extremely politically fragile. The political and administrative transition. Hamas as dissolution of its guard of the 6th of July was meant to clear the way for the National Committee for the Administration of Gaza, acronym NCAG, a technocratic body backed by the UN, US, EU and the Arab League. The NCAG's mandate includes civil administration, reconstruction oversight and coordination with the International Stabilization Force, or ISF. However, Israeli forces still occupy most of northern and central Gaza, preventing the NCAG officials from entering, so they can't get in, they can't do anything. They're actually operating at the moment from Cyprus and Cairo. The security and demilitarization, well, the Accord's second phase requires Hamas to surrender heavy weapons and Israel to withdraw to the perimeter. Hamas has agreed to partial disarmament but insists on retaining defensive units, whatever they are. It demands full disarmament before withdrawal. The ISF, composed of troops from Jordan, Egypt and Morocco, is training in Sinai for deployment once conditions allow. Humanitarian and reconstruction efforts. The Board of Peace, chaired by Donald Trump, approved a pilot humanitarian corridor near Kerem Shalom to restart aid and reconstruction. The plan includes temporary housing, medical facilities and logistic hubs managed by the UN Relief Agency and the Qatar Fund for Development. Funding pledges exceed 12 billion, but only 30% has been disbursed due to ongoing hostilities and donor caution. People are just frightened to send the money in case it gets misused. Obstacles and renewed violence. Well, sporadic clashes continue in Gaza City and Khan Yunis, undermining the ceasefire enforcement. Israeli airstrikes target suspected Hamas cells. Hamas retaliates with short-range rockets. Egypt and Qatar are mediating to restore calm and resume talks in Cairo later this month. The humanitarian toll, well, it's estimated 73,000 Palestinian deaths since 2023, with over 1,000 over 2025 despite the ceasefire. More than 1.8 million people have been displaced and disease outbreaks persist in temporary shelters. The outlook, well, diplomats describe the second phase as frozen but not dead. The US and the UN are exploring incremental implementation, starting with humanitarian zones and gradual NCAG deployment. Analysts expect progress only if Hamas disarmament verification and Israel withdrawal can be sequenced under international monitoring. And that's where the sticking point always lies. There is absolutely no trust between Hamas and Israel. And in the meantime, more and more people get killed. Not a pleasant thought to look forward to. Thank you for watching and listening as always. I'll talk to you again tomorrow.